Hey everyone, it's Matt Cribbs here, and I'm somewhere very, very familiar to me, but not familiar to any of you. Or at least it shouldn't be, because if it was, that would be a little creepy and scary. I'm in my very first world. So, wanted to do a little, kind of thank you. I reached 100 subscribers, which is amazing, and thanks to each and every one of you. I'm a little over that now, but, well, not over it, a higher number than that now. But, wanted to do something a little special to thank everyone for following me and making that milestone. Funny thing, it was actually my milestone for the year, and things have kind of picked up a little faster than I anticipated. When I started doing this, really, it was just kind of for me something to do and have fun with. But things are going, so I'm pretty pumped about that, and thought I'd do something. So I dusted off the very first world that I played in, and I did not do YouTube when I was playing in this world. This was just me and Ty Cribbs, and I am not sure if BD Cribbs played on it, but really, it was just messing around and doing stuff. So this world has never been recorded in, and I thought I would give everyone a tour, and we would take a look at where things started. Now, I played a lot of Minecraft in various worlds, and I'd have some that I started and then stopped playing and whatever, messing around. But this was really the first world that I consistently played for a long period of time. And so yeah, it was run on a bucket server, and there were a few plugins, and we'll see some of those later. Right now, I'm just playing it. Just downloaded the world save, and I'm playing on a single player, so I don't have any of those plugins going. But so some of the features won't work. But hey, it's still cool. So yeah, this was the spawn. It was in the middle of the ocean, and oh yeah, I'm also in creative just so I can do this to show kind of the overview. So yeah, spawn was in the middle of the ocean, and I'm not sure exactly. I think the spawn may have been somewhere else originally, and then with world gen, I don't know. I know I was playing this over a couple different iterations as Minecraft was changing, and so there actually, if you look at the overall world map, there's some world gen border issues, but not in any of the areas where stuff is built. So for some reason, spawn is here in the middle of the ocean, and I built a platform kind of to get around. And actually, I used well, at the time it was a mod called Blue Telepads. So here you'll see there's these pressure plates that you can go stand on, and it will teleport you somewhere. And so these are various places within the world that you can get to, and this platform kind of serves as not only spawn, where people would come in right up there, but also serve as a way to get around. And another thing that should be noted, this over here with the birch and flowers, they're kind of cute, little tiny flowers up there. This is the original world that we played on. This world over here actually started as a Pixelmon when Pixelmon the mod first came around. This started, the areas over here started as a Pixelmon map, and then, when stopped kind of playing Pixelmon, used World Edit to kind of take an unused continent and merge in. I just cut it off in the ocean, and I put the stuff from the Pixelmon map into this world. So these are stuff that was originally built, started to be built in a Pixelmon world, and then I moved over here to be part of this world. So, it's kind of a mashup. It's kind of a little weird, but hey, it all works, and I didn't want to lose that. So, Yeah, it was originally powered by blue telepads. However, I think, and down here, so this is the upstairs where you see it, and down here is the service corridor. So if you can see old world and new world. And if we go over here, I believe, man, memories. So this is all just a corridor. This used to be an open platform that had just fence posts around it, so you could see the water underneath. But anyway, at some point I walled it in, and I put these little intersections in, which I think are kind of cool. They have just a little stone and with the torches on them and little nooks, and it's a little claustrophobic. But at some point I replaced the blue telepads with these command blocks. So these command blocks will take you to the places where they go. So that'll work. These should work without the mod. And I think if you push the button, it'll activate them, or you can use the, oops, I broke that. Ooh, I'll have to fix that. I'll fix it later. But if you step on the pressure plate up here, you'll go there. So let's see, where should we start? Let's start at the teleport dome. So here we go. And we're teleported. And this is a dome that was built kind of as a, I think the dome was actually built just for fun first, and then it's like, well, what should we do with this dome? And made it into a place where you can teleport into. So there's an ender chest up here. Apparently nothing in it. There's a little house. We'll go take a look at that. So this map was played. I played exclusively in survival. I did not have, I did not cheat to do the playing. However, T-Cribs, when he was playing, it was several years ago, he was kind of a noob, so I let him play in creative mode. He's not a noob anymore, by the way. He knows a lot of what he's doing, but this was years ago. So when he was playing, he did some creative mode, and that's why we have a house made entirely out of emeralds. So yeah, it's pretty obvious what he did and what I did. So down here it has a little stairs, goes back to the teleporter there. But here it's just a nice little dome. And if we go out here, the door, we had these walkways that were built. And this is kind of the walkway that kind of ties together this whole spawn area, this whole town area. It's kind of cool, sandstone with the brick around it. Made a nice little road going on here. And I did make these light posts, and I think this was when daylight sensors were very first added into the game. And so you'll see when the light sensor detects it's night, it will push the piston down, and there's a block of redstone in there, and that'll turn on the lights. So we have nice lights made that are sitting here and light up the area. And I think, let's see, since I'm in creative, can I do time set day? Yeah, and then they'll go and the lights will turn off. And actually, right, when the sensors detect night, it will retract the piston, which pulls the light up. When it's daytime, the piston is extended, so the redstone block is down there, and the lights are off. So, they're kind of huge, they're kind of big, but I think they add a little class to the area and do that. So let's see, what else is here? Yes, I know, over there's a big castle that you've been seeing, and I'm not going to look at it yet. So over here made a sugarcane farm. And this is pretty cool. It's just dirt. I think this is the optimal tiling, so it's dirt with the water. And I put the lily pads on it so you can just run around here and go crazy and get all the sugarcane you want, just looking straight. And then it'll replant itself. But yeah, this pattern here with the way the water is, this is like optimal placement for efficiency for the lily pads. Oh, creeper. Guess what, creeper? I'm in creative mode. You're not going to hurt me. Hey, dude. Let's chill out. So, yeah. Over here is... What was over here? Over here was a house. This, again, was made by T-Cribs. He built a house out of glass, which by the way, is just a nightmare to get around in because I can't see what is actually a wall and what is a floor and what is not. And ooh, I don't want music on. No, music's not on. Oh, that must ambient environment. Yeah, let's turn you down there. All right, so that's his little house. Let's see what else was over here. Over here, I think this was just a pit. Got a nice a little bridge going on over here. I don't think I didn't bother to build underneath it. It was just kind of plain. And then a couple times, just for fun, I remember we gave ourselves a bunch of TNT and set traps for each other and tried to blow each other up. And that was pretty fun. It's fun just to blow things up. I think there's another big hole over here somewhere. This might be... Actually, yeah, I know. It's where that pillar is. But before we go over there, let's go look at this. This was a hole. A giant hole. And yes, that goes all the way down to bedrock. And yes, that was mined out by hand. And no, there's not a beacon. So it was probably done over a long, long time with iron pickaxes. And yeah, that's it is what it is. This shaft, I believe, used a mod called Lift. Not a mod, a bucket plugin called Lifts that would, basically be an elevator. Should have been a button up here. Maybe it was only to come up. I don't remember. But yeah, it won't be working. In here we had a little bit of storage, obviously a lot of cobble. And I think I actually took everything out of here. Well, not everything. Oh, definitely not everything. But yeah, we used up a lot of the cobble for other things, making brick and building things. So this was a major source of resources, and it goes all the way down. It was pretty fun to do. And kind of, I walled off the caves with some iron bars there. So yeah, that was the pit. You know what? We don't need you. You guys go away. All right, and then over here. Yes, this pillar built obviously with the creative stuff, and yeah, we had given ourselves just a ton of TNT and blown some stuff up. It's pretty impressive, I must say. When you get a lot of TNT and blow things up, you get some pretty cool holes. So anyway, let's head back to the base area. I don't want to look too far. I don't want to give it away. So here's where we were. There's the glass house. There's the sugarcane farm. So we'll go back down here. So yeah, sugarcane farm was there. Going around the corner. Hey, piggies. How you doing? You been lonely? No one's been here. So if we go walk around, there's a teleport dome when we came in. Follow this road here. We did make I'm going to leave that for later. Made a really cool, this was the farm. So this is just a tiered farm that can grow basically a ton of wheat. And it should work. It should still work, I think. If we auto harvest. No. Okay, it's not working anymore. Oh, it is. It is working. Haha. Sweet. So here, if I turn it back on, that will send redstone back here that pulls down pistons that lets this water flow out. I think these blocks here, we'll take a look back when we turn it off. But it'll let the water out. Some of the wheat goes onto these walkways. Most of it just comes here, and you can just basically stand here and collect it. And so yeah, it's an auto-harvesting wheat farm. And that was a big deal. That was a big deal. So yeah, then you can run up here. Yeah, there's the pistons. So that's where it is. And then it flows. And then you can just come here and replant all the seeds. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. But there we go. That was the auto harvesting wheat farm. And let's see, you guys go back in there. You guys go back there. And then we also had this cocoa, and it was an auto. Yeah, you can auto harvest the cocoa as well. So that was cool, just little dispensers. Dispensers on the wall that would let out the water, and yeah, and then you can replant your cocoa beans. So cool. And it's had a little resources going on. Nothing complicated, nothing too fancy, but yeah, they did what they did. They served their purpose. So had our little farm here, and this was a greenhouse area with lots of lighting, and it would work. So yeah. Oh, come on. Really? Rain? Really? Okay. But anyway, now, you know what? Do I know how to set the weather clear? Is it set weather clear? Nope. How do you do that? See, I don't do the creative. I don't know how to set the weather. All right, we're going to have to deal with the rain. So, yeah, here was the castle. This is the entrance into the castle, and it has these little entryway pillars, which are pretty cool. And this, when you pressed it, I had two other bucket plugins, Portcullis and Drawbridge, that when you would press this button, it sent a redstone signal over, and that wooden plank would come out to here, and that's the portcullis built with fence gates would go actually up into the tower. And we can go see all the mechanism for that. It's not going to work because the bucket plugins aren't there, but yeah. And there's the C for cribs. There we go. And I kind of like this with the stairways, giving a little texture into the towers, and then the bricks with that, and these little flags. So that was the entrance. You know what? Since we're not going to be able to get in that way since the drawbridge doesn't work. I could fly in, but there is something else to see that we might as well go take a look at. So if we follow this down here and around here, the path, we can go over, and yes, this was built in the creative, but I believe, isn't there a... I thought it was here. This, I'm not sure what it was. Oh, there's doggies. There's doggies that have been sitting here for years. Years all by themselves. Poor lonely. I'm sorry, doggies. You can sit there for years again now. Somewhere over here should be... it'll be way over here. All right. Yes, here we go. This was, I think, this was actually the very first house where kind of dug in. And for some reason decided we needed double fence gates there. But yeah, so this was kind of a first little house before that island over there was built. Oh, no, wait, this must have been second. I wonder why this was built second, because this is, Tyler's little house with his bows that apparently were for no one else. Here was just a little, I guess, room with not much in it. This is kind of just a little extension wing. Not really. I don't really remember why we built this. But, yeah, and then a little storage room. So I don't really remember why we built this little cave area. Oh, wow, experimenting with different color woods for the ceiling. Very plain building style back then, but yeah. Anyway, I don't remember why we built this area, but we did. And you know what? Honestly, it might have just been built as a way for a place to put these trains. I don't know. So we did have a train rail, and if you just watched, or if you've watched my Nether tunnel on Shell MC, you might recognize this kind of train layout. Yeah, this is the same track layout that I used to to build in the nether tunnel in Shell MC. You push the button, you get a cart, you step on there, you trigger the string, and it'll push your cart this way. And then when you come back, you'll ride this way. The cart will go up, hit the cactus, go through the hoppers, and then back into the dispenser. The other feature this has, which I think was really cool, is that you can, so sometimes we would ride it or a cart would be sent and there'd be no person in it. So this is interesting. Oh, it's also interesting that I used activator rails to power these instead of having them always be on. But anyway, so if you're in the cart and you push it, you'll hit that and it will go up there. You'll hit this tripwire and it'll flip the rail to send you, basically to let you go straight. Whereas if you have no one in the cart and it goes, the rail will not, ooh, hey, what did you do? This must have broke. It was supposed to be, yeah, this is broken. So I think the problem is this rail is facing the wrong way. Can we fix it real quick? Let's see. Come here. No. No. Like that. Yes. And now if I hit the rail, yes, I think this will work now. So if we go hit this, no, it's still broken. All right. Rails don't work the same way. So the way it used to work is if you hit this, if there was no one in the cart, this rail would actually bend around this way and the cart would go through here and up there. Man, and I don't remember what. So there was some kind of problem that it would not make it correctly into there if the cart was empty. And so the empty cart would be sent through there onto a return and to the cactus. Whereas if you are riding the cart, you would make it and then it would ride. So basically that was built as a empty cart return system. But anyway, let's follow the rail back. Let's turn down the volume because it's really, really loud. Which one is this? Oh, there we go. That doesn't seem to work. Did the momentum change? Oh yeah, momentum changed. Oh no, maybe it's also because we have a cart in front of us. Let's see. But yeah, so we got the cart, goes through that area, goes through this underwater tunnel, which is pretty cool. Come on, let's kill that cart in front of us. Sends you through the underwater tunnel, then back into this thing on the other side underneath the water. And then, bam, you'll go into here. Wow, and there's certainly things that have changed or broke because that used to be solid. But anyway, nice little rail system to go there. And I put these little decorations on it, kind of like they're supposed to look like the bumpers on train tracks, but red for stop and green for go. So if we come in here, this was the main base area, and we had a little storage room down here. That's the rail system. This was kind of where the nether stuff, redstone, and these were the things for the teleporters before it was, before I used command blocks, the teleporters were in there. So it was a nice little storage area. Little organized storage room here with wood. You can see how I organize stuff here. Just a little bit of decoration. And then up here was the main room for the other side of the portcullis, and you would press this button to retract and extend it. This was a closed for construction area, so don't go through there. This area where the castle was used to be an open courtyard, and then I started filling it in at the end, so that's why things are a little weird. And here is where the gate was. So here you'd have the redstone that would power the gate, and it would go here and extend the drawbridge and and do the portcullis. So that was how that worked. We won't go into it since it will never work anyway. Let's finish up downstairs. So where are we? These are the windows looking out. If we go downstairs, there's the storage. If we go downstairs, we had a nice little lobby that had a little fireplace. This glass was so that the wood doesn't catch on fire. Over here we had the nether portals, which are no longer lit up, and a nice little lava ceiling to make it look cool. Actually, I like this with the nether and quartz. That was pretty cool. The little altar to ender chest, Tyler's first room. Down here is just the mine. So this was just a standard mine. I'm not gonna go all the way down there, but made the mine look pretty. Over here, this entire castle has kind of had a cave system under it. So this was like the unexplored cave area. What else? Let's see. Over in this area, I actually had a secret room. You'd put a redstone torch on here, and it would open up that secret door. And this is where I kept my valuables. So, you know, some diamond and those things. Kind of funny what I viewed as valuable than gold nuggets, because, you know, you need those. But yeah, it was just a pretty simple piston door that I think is broken now. Yeah, and this is just nothing more of that existing cave system that was underneath here. So if we go through here, we had the Forge-O-Matic. You'd basically throw in things you wanted to smelt in here, throw in your coal here, and they would get dispensed via hoppers. Oh my god. Via a complicated hopper system and dropper elevators onto these mine carts. And the mine carts would push around, obviously not if there's mobs in the way, but they would flow around and be pushed around and dispense the materials into the furnaces. Then when the furnaces were done, they'd take it and they'd, you know, stick it into the output. So that was pretty cool. That was my very first automated smeltery, although I called it a forge. So that was that. It's a pretty cool system. I like doing it with hopper minecarts. Or yeah, I might do hopper minecarts again. Let's see the rail. There we looked. We looked down. Let's go back up. So yeah, this is what it used to look like with grass all the way around, and some gravel paths. But we started converting the inside into being built up, so that was gone. So we go further down the hallway here. There's the other door. We had this hallway here, which this is back into just control area. That didn't leave. This tunnel led to here that nothing was built in. And then this led to the baths. So this is the baths. You have the bath down here with all the beds to laze around, and up there you have a little garden thing. And we'll go look at the top of that from the roof. So nice little bathhouse. And then walls on either side. Some bushes. I needed some bushes. And here we had we had a beacon made of ridiculously too much materials. I think Ty decorated this. It should just be iron. But yeah, we have a beacon. And then this we had going up onto the roof of the castle, and we had the beacon tower. So the beacon tower was kind of nice. More of the light systems here. Had the trapdoor, and the beacon tower, I think you could go all the way up. Yeah, through various floors. Oops, and a little trapdoor. So you had these kind of things on there. Here's the top of the garden. Let's see. Yep, top of the garden. Just lots of vines hanging out here. I like this little brick architecture. Not too much brick. Here's a teleporter house, so that existed. And then this was kind of the entranceway house. So this goes back down to the main room here. And then up to the other side. You can see it was a little cramped because I didn't have the space. But then here, because this was not the plan for this building. And here was my tower. Let's go take a look at this from further away. So yeah, here was my tower I built. I just like the central tower with the lava going down the sides into, of course, safely into the water. And I think there's glass under there, so you can just see how it goes into the water. But I thought it was pretty cool. And this was where I built my base. So do I have a access? Yep, I have an access port. Oh, the towers all you can get in from up here. So each tower, kind of plain, but had a little ladder into this floor with the iron bars, ladder into here with the glass. Never did anything in these. And then each little corner tower had, this was a furnace and table and ender chest. Whoops. All right, fine, you go there. Windows looking out among things, bed and chest, enchanting, and that was the teleporter back to there. So this was kind of my little house. Nothing up there. And then a ladder or a spiral staircase going down to, and of course, put a water drop just in case. So this goes down to, I think, come on, get out. I think this goes to the, yeah, this is the main entrance floor, and this then goes down to the basement floor. So that was the tower. Then down, there's actually a real basement. And yes, I made a little, let's go up here. Oh, come on. Made a little water area here so that I could get the drippy effect. And this is actually under the water of the tower. A nice little chamber of secrets of doom with the fire and the dripping water. I don't know. And a stairway that goes back down to, back down to here. So I think this was most all of the main base. I don't think there was anything else I'm missing here. Oh yes, there is. I'm sorry. If we go back out, how do I get out? How do I get out most efficiently? Through the roof, since I can't. If I don't want to break a portcullis. So yeah, if we'll go over here and fly. Let's get one more glamour shot of the castle. This was actually all an island when it started off. You can kind of see where the water is. But this all started off as an island. And the castle just kind of got built on top of it. But the other thing that existed here was... Yeah, and I forget how you get here. I guess you get here through this little underwater entrance area. Yep, and you come down here, and there's water, and then built a big glass dome under the water. And this would have been filled with sand because there was no sponges or anything. And built out, kind of dug out this dome. Never did anything with it, but it had potential. It would have been cool. I think right about the time I finished that up is when we did the Pixelmon world. And so you'll see why I never got around to finishing that. Actually, we should hurry up and look because this is getting close on time. Other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make a channel trailer and build do a bunch of flybys of this and my Mod Sauce world and my Feed the Beast other worlds and do that as a channel trailer. But anyway, let's go take a quick look at the last things. So teleport back over to here. And then if we go over to the old world area. Let's see. We'll go to the village. So, okay, come on. Come on, World Gen. Render. All right, here we go. So this was a village and not what I thought it was. All right, so that apparently was just a village. Do I have a teleporter back? Oh my goodness. I don't have a teleporter back. Let's see. Well, I can teleport. I think this is it. Nope, that's the mine. But now I have a teleporter back. All right, so let's not teleport to the village. Let's teleport to, come on, down. Let's teleport to the stadium, because that's what we want to go see anyway. Is this stadium? Yep. Bam. All right, so this was the little teleporting room for the stadium, and the stadium is this monstrosity. Actually looks scary from the outside, but the outside was not ever finished. It was the inside that mattered. And yes, this is why I mentioned it was from Pokemon or Pixelmon, because this is a Pokeball stadium. So you got white and red, and each trainer can come in here. They have their little room. And then when it's time for the match, they come out. Don't get stuck on the door. Climb up. And here they are, ready to fight. So yeah, this spent a lot of time. I was converting the bottom layer from, what did I have before? Just brick slabs to these birch stairs. Actually, I might have been doing it the other... No, yeah, I was converting to the birch stairs. But again, did not finish that. So yeah, this was the... This was a stadium they built. And this little center area is actually raised. I think this came like kind of inspired from Super Smash Brothers. So this is actually raised up above the floor, the sand floor. I actually like this build. This was a lot of fun to do. This took forever. Oh my god. This took a long, long time. But yeah, that's the stadium build. So I actually think that's everything. Or at least everything I remember. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the tour. I certainly like showing off what I had done back before I was a YouTuber, before I videoed these things. But if you did, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, join the club. I would love to have you subscribe. Whoa! I must have drifted onto the teleportation pad. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, whatever, and thank you, every single one of my subscribers. You really keep me going, give me, great ideas, and I love doing it. So, on that note, until the next time, have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.